Having read this problem about your desire to save in order to make a down payment on a home with a mortgage, gone ahead and, as always, document some assumptions in here so that we can try to get to our first. What annual interest rate would you need to earn to have enough money saved to make the down payment? So from up above, you have $5,000 saved right now. So let's make that a negative $5,000 that we're going to put into a present value. Then additionally, you plan to save another $5,000 per year. I'm going to put that also in as a negative. So both of those are outflows. That way, when we make an investment, we're trying to build up to a $30,000 future value. So $5,000 right now plus $5,000 a year every year. That then we are going to do, let's see, this says she bought in 2015. We're going to buy a condo 3 years from now. So 3, that's years. We're saving per year. So let's solve for rate. When the number of periods is in 3 years, and we put $5,000 away every year, and we start off with $5,000 to get to $30,000, that is then a 27.82% interest rate that you would need in order to achieve your goal. So question number 2 then, so how much mortgage are we looking at spending? Well, if we're going to borrow a mortgage, that's again a present value now, but it's going to be equal to the home price minus this down payment. So that's the amount that we're actually going to get loaned. There'll be no future value there. We're going to try to calculate a monthly payment when the rate up here on our interest is 3%. But notice that's 3% annually. We need to make it monthly, so we're going to divide it by 12 to get a monthly rate. And then it is a mortgage that is a 15-year fixed. So if it's 15 years sitting over here, we need to expand that by 12 so that we get 180 payments. We can solve then for the payment amount with a monthly rate of interest applied for a number of months when they receive this original loan present value. And then there is no future value to speak of. We're looking at an 828 payment or so, approximately. Again, if we wanted, we can switch the signs on that if that makes it easier for you to be able to put it into words. I like thinking about it, though. It's an investment in a home. It's going to be 828 coming out all the time. All right, third part says, what if you borrowed at 30 years at 3.5%? So using slightly different loan terms. You're still getting $120,000. And I'm going to copy and paste the payment therein. Notice it's got an error for now, but once we fill this out with our rate, then would be higher at 3.5%. But that again is an annual rate, so we're going to divide it by 12 to get it to months. And then our number of periods is going to be 30 years worth of 12 payments here. Tells us then that if our first loan payment, and notice I'm going to make it a minus there so I can put it into more algebraic terms, is 828, another minus there. 535 tells me if we saved over a 30-year period, or 180 months versus 360 months, at a slightly different, if not higher, interest rate, we could actually save $289 a month, or about $290 if we borrowed over a longer period, if we're more concerned about saving monthly cash flows.